great taste of Coke Zero Sugar, because fan work is thirsty work. By Oaklawn Hot Springs, Arkansas's only casino resort. Your Arkansas Ford dealers. Test drive the Ford F-150, official truck of the Razorbacks, at an Arkansas Ford dealer near you. Farm Bureau Insurance of Arkansas. When life happens, make sure you're counting on the home team, because we're there when it matters. Summit Utilities, delivering natural gas to Razorback fans across Arkansas. By UAMS Health, the official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for the Razorbacks. First Security Bank. It's banking with people you know and people you know you can count on. First Security. Bank better. By Qual Choice Health Insurance, a better choice for health insurance. Make the right choice with Qual Choice. By Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Ballpark, the official hot dog of the Razorbacks. By Visit Hot Springs, time for a road trip to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Learn more at hotsprings.org. Wright's Barbecue, the official pitmaster of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Small house, big flavor. By Arkansas Children's. Arkansas Children's gives you home field advantage for your child's health. By Bath Makeover of Arkansas. Locally owned, American made, and proud to be an official sponsor of the Razorbacks. Highland Dairy. Locally made. Naturally delicious. By Shelter Insurance. For award-winning service, find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. By Surfside. 100 calories, 0 bubbles. Party smart. Must be 21 and over. Regions Bank. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Harps Quality Foods. Hometown fresh. It's that simple at Harps. By Edward Jones. For a financial advisor near you, visit edwardjones.com. The Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas. Reliable, affordable, responsible power. By Baptist Health. Arkansas's largest and most comprehensive health system. Your local Toyota dealer. Toyota. Let's go places. By Kubota. Find your local Kubota dealer at arkansaskubotadealers.com. Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Razorback Athletics. By Domino's Pizza. Hog fans, order online at Domino's.com to save money on mouth-watering pizza with Domino's Rewards. The Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. This is winning. Modelo Especial. Brewed for full-time Razorback fans. The Arkansas Department of Health. Quit tobacco. We can help. SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Razorback Athletics. By Experience Fayetteville, the home of the Hogs. There's a reason locals call it Favoriteville. Roller Funeral Homes. For 3 generations, the Razorback Nation has trusted the Roller family to serve yours with all our respect. By Whole Hog Cafe. At Whole Hog Cafe, world champion barbecue is what they do. By R-Care. Health for all. Aetna, a proud sponsor of this Razorback football games broadcast. Greenway Equipment. Equipment that works as hard as you do. And by the University of Arkansas Online, offering flexible degree programs. Apply now at online.uark.edu. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Razorback Sports Network.
Josh Heupel begins to walk to midfield. Bobby Petrino will come across the way to meet him. Boy, the Razorbacks fought today, fell behind, battled back, and ultimately it is Tennessee that comes away with a 34-31 victory over the Razorbacks.
This is Hog Reaction, brought to you by Bud Light, the world's favorite light beer. Also presented by Sawyer's, sunrooms, patio covers, pergolas, driveways, and windows, including decorative concrete. And by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville. It doesn't get more Razorback than the Stadium Shop.
I hold it down. What do the people do?
Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
Rolling to his right, looks into the end zone, got a man open, complete touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, it was not a win, but I guess we can say it was improvement. And that's kind of what the theme was going into the bye week when Sam Pittman got fired and all the changes with the staff and just the defense not playing well, kind of wanting to see more effort out of those guys. And I think you got that today. Now we're going to get into this game, and we're going to talk about some of the things that went wrong for Arkansas. But overall, Matt, I guess you can say it was a moral victory. And at this point, it's hard to, it's kind of hard to keep relying on moral victories. But to go on the road at Tennessee, a place that's tough to win, a game you really could have won had a few things gone your way, but it's a loss in the loss column, but something to build off of, right?
Hey man, it's good to be here this evening, man. The Hogs played tough. They look inspired at times. They played fast at times. What a way to start the game. Go down there and score early. Have a lead early in the game. We were up 17-10. Man, I was proud of how those guys fought tonight.
Yeah, it kind of felt like, eventually Tennessee would kind of put up some points, and they did. The problem with that is Arkansas went on a little bit of a lull offensively in the second half and got some points on the board towards the end of the fourth quarter, but it was just a little too late. Anytime you get behind two scores, I think they got down 17 points at one point, and it was like, okay, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a tall task going into the fourth quarter down 17 to Tennessee. But the defense got some stops, key stops, and the offense kind of got it going there late. But just some of the issues that have plagued this team all season ended up being really what got them beat tonight. And I don't want to be negative in a game like this because I don't think we could have really expected a whole lot more, but there was opportunities out there. This was a winnable game, and some of the fumbles that happened, it's hard not to look at those. When you lose by 3 points, it's hard not to focus in on those mistakes, Matt, but it does feel a little bit, more, it feels better going into next week even against Texas A&M, who's a really good team, but at least you get them at home. Hopefully you get this same type of effort, and you'd like to see the defense, yes, they got some stops tonight, but if they'd have just had like maybe one forced turnover, that could have flipped the whole game.
Yeah, the defense played inspired, man. They played well at times. They got us the ball back a couple times there in the second half. I mean, Arkansas had 29 first downs on offense, 7 of 13 third down efficiency. Yeah, you have to take care of the ball. To go on the road, have 3 turnovers. It tells you a little bit. This team's came a long way, man. I thought they fought hard, but gotta. That's the most precious thing out there is the football, and they didn't protect it enough.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the game itself and how winnable it was, because it was right there for the taking tonight. But at this point in the season, yes, you would like wins, but you want to know that the program's going in the right direction, whether it's under Bobby Petrino or whoever. You want to see fight, and for this season, I think you're going to get better efforts each Saturday, and you got a tough schedule coming up. Maybe you can pick off a couple of these teams, but it'll be a tall task for sure. Tennessee's one of the better offenses you'll face, but for pretty much the entire game, you held them in check. Now they were able to pretty much do what they want, but you held them off the scoreboard. I think they averaged 50-something points going into this game, and you held them to 34. So that in itself gave you a shot to win the game. Your offense almost did enough, but not quite.
That Tennessee team's a real good football team. Tip your hat to them. They got a lot of really good players on that team. They got a handful of them. They're going to play on Sundays. We went into their house and gave them all they wanted, and they got Alabama coming up next week. We got Texas A&M coming up next week. They don't get any easier. But that Tennessee team, that's a really, really good football team.
Yeah, and we got some good performances tonight from some players. Mike Washington being one of them. He had 135 yards, I believe, on 19 carries. So that's a pretty good game for him. We've got some sound from a couple of the players and some from Petrino we'll get into a little bit later in the show. And, of course, we want to hear your thoughts on the game. 877-377-6963. We've got a couple callers on hold, but we're going to hit the break, and then we'll go to you guys. So stay with us. We're brought to you by Bud Light, the Stadium Shop on Razorback, and Sawyer's Sunrooms. It's Hog Reaction with Christian Johnston and Matt Jones. Stay with us.
Listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, Sawyer's, and by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up, home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyer's. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird, Limbird Real Estate Group, has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Summer is finally here, and so are the road trips that you've had planned. That's why it's time to visit us at Southern Tire Mart. Southern Tire Mart's expert service, competitive pricing, and top quality tires will ensure your vehicle is ready for all your summer adventures. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let us ensure your vehicle is prepared for the summer. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. Southern Tire Mart. We keep America rolling.
If it rumbles, roars, or needs a little more power, take it to Exhausted Muffler and Motorsports in Clarksville. From muffler and catalytic converter repair to full custom exhaust systems, they've got you covered. Need welding or mobile welding along with equipment repair? They do that too. Custom fabrication done right. Located at 215 East Taylor Road. For performance, precision, and power, it's Exhausted Muffler and Motorsports. Call today at 479-214-2729 or stop by today.
Hi, this is Lindsay White, and I'm proud to share that White Office Machines has now officially become part of the Datamax family. You'll continue to see the same local support teams you know and trust, plus industry-leading Kyocera copiers with statewide service and expanded IT, phone, and document solutions. Together, we're stronger, and together we're ready to create a raving fan out of your business. I know my dad and our staff are excited about this new chapter, as it takes our capabilities to a whole new level. For you, learn more at datamaxarkansas.com.
Do you need closure on your garage? Call Grit Garage Doors. Whether it's a new door, a squeaky closing sound, a broken spring, or just off track, Grit is who you can trust. Call Grit. There's no door Grit can't close. Local team, local service with honesty and integrity. Call Grit Garage Doors. 479-430-3667. That's 479-430-DOOR. Grit is who you can trust.
This is Zachary Hall, the Arkansas Storm Tracker. The GM Mart team is excited to announce their Customer Appreciation Day on Thursday, October 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be specials all day long, including a big 99-cent menu with Crispitos, corn dogs, chicken tenders, and more. Be sure to wait to fill up your gas tanks that week. The discounted prices will be worth it. Plus, they're drawing for a gas card. You can sign up for your chance to win all week in-store. 99-cent sausage biscuits will be available at the GM Mart Phoenix Avenue location Monday through Friday. Don't miss out on Customer Appreciation Day at GM Mart on Phoenix Avenue, Thursday, October 23rd.
All right. It's a beautiful day for football here at the stadium, and we're just about ready for kickoff. Score 0-0. And suddenly, I'm in the mood for a Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar. Now that's a winning combo. Yeah, crisp, refreshing. That hits the spot. When it comes to great taste, Coke Zero Sugar's always on the scoreboard. Coke Zero Sugar. Real Coke taste, zero sugar.
Looking for a career with a company built to last? At Forsgren, we've been shaping the future of the River Valley since 1936. Nearly 90 years of excellence, innovation, and family-driven leadership. From sidewalks that still stand today to major infrastructure projects across the region, our legacy is built on quality and community. Apply now at goforsgren.com. Join the Forsgren legacy, where your work becomes part of something lasting. Forsgren, building the foundation of the River Valley for 4 generations. Apply now at goforsgren.com.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Arkansas Athletics. Also presented by Sawyer's, sunrooms, patio covers, pergolas, driveways, and windows, including decorative concrete. And by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Green gets the snap. Gonna run the option left at the 5. Kalen, end zone, touchdown, Arkansas!
Don't miss Hog Reaction after every football game. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
What's best for the state is for the football team to win.
This is Hog Reaction.
Yeah, I thought they really played hard and physical. I liked the way we fought. I thought that they really believed we would find a way to come back and win it. It was good to see the defense make some stops, get off the field, and in critical situations give us a chance to go score and win the ball. We made some mistakes, ended up costing us. I know I should have kicked the field goal. That ended up costing us. And we had some critical turnovers that really hurt. But the kids really showed a lot of character and toughness, and I was proud of that.
Just heard from Bobby Petrino there. Pretty positive after the game. Yeah, a lot of people are positive after this game, and rightfully so. I think you knew this would be a tough win to get, but you were right there and just didn't get it done. Now, Petrino talked about the not kicking the field goal. Actually, in the moment, it kind of felt like it was the right decision. It was just terrible execution on that play. I mean, you had a penalty, and Talon pretty much had to throw it away, and the pressure Tennessee put on Arkansas eventually started showing in that second half, and really forced a lot of mistakes, fumbles and just getting sacked, just kind of what we've seen so often plague this Arkansas team. And yeah, he mentioned the field goal there, and I thought maybe you should try to kick the onside there on the final kick, but got to give the team credit. They played hard, just didn't quite get it done, Matt. And just kind of when you were watching this game, did it feel like the defense? I mean, it kind of felt like they were a little bit undermanned or whatever, but they seem to be tackling better and just kind of being where they need to be. I mean, Tennessee still pretty much did what they wanted to do, but just overall, better effort. I mean, it looked like the team believed that they could win that game, and even when they got down 17, they fought right back, and that's something we hadn't always seen. I mean, you kind of saw it against Ole Miss a little bit, but the opposite happened against Memphis, and then we know what happened against Notre Dame. So a little bit of a tale of the tales, I guess you could say, tonight. And it gives you a little bit of confidence going forward. Now, obviously, close games, not winning close games, still is one of the issues. But, you at least you gave yourself a chance, I guess you could say.
Hogs played tough, man. You got to tip your hat. I agree with Bobby that they showed a lot of determination, a lot of grit. They were fighting the entire time. That there's been a lot of change. There's been a lot going on. It'd be interesting how they respond the next week. Texas A&M's a tough physical team that's going to get after you.
Yeah.
And they don't get any easier. I think Tennessee is the best team the Hogs have played all year. I think Tennessee is better than Notre Dame. And so, I think that's improvement. If you look at what the Hogs did against Notre Dame, and then Tennessee's a better team, you got to go on the road to play a team like that. That's a really good team they just played.
Yeah, we know Texas A&M's good, and I think Auburn they were winning 10-0 over Georgia the last time I saw it. Yeah, still 10-0. So that's looking like that's going to be a tough game, at least for the offense. I want to hear your thoughts, though. I know there's a lot of people out there that have opinions. Most of it has been positive, at least judging on the text line. And we've got the Tuna, Charlie and Camden, on the Lewis Automotive Hotline. Charlie, what's up, man? Yeah.
Yo. Oh, did it go through?
Yeah, we're good.
What's up? What's up, guys? Look, yeah, man, I'm just watching these SEC games right now. LSU, South Carolina over here in a battle. Both teams, 2 turnovers in the first half, man. Just got a little bit of an ugly game, but 2 teams battling. I think that's what you're going to get every week. I'm proud of Arkansas for the way they battle, for sure. I will say I appreciate Bobby being accountable. He talked about Matt in that third quarter. They started to come down and get into more of a 7-man box. They made that adjustment, I think, probably to try to slow us down, from running the ball, because I don't know how many rushing yards we had on them there in the first half, but we were killing them. And then so when they came out and did that, he made the point, and I appreciate him doing this, of saying I adjusted too late. Meaning he said I should have started throwing the ball earlier on earlier downs. They got behind the chains, which I think what you said, Unit. One of the reasons why they couldn't block them there in that third quarter, they got behind the chains, way too many negative plays. And then once it was 3rd and long and they started bringing those 7-man looks up there, and all those twists, Taylor had no time to throw. I think that's why some of the fumbles happened too. On the first one, Matt, was that a design roll up to the left, or did he take that? Were they trying to set something up right there? Do you know? Because I couldn't tell.
It was a pass. I thought he was trying to throw the ball. Yeah, I thought it was a bad ball.
It looked. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought he looked like he was trying to throw it. Why was he rolling? I didn't know why he was rolling to his left right there.
It was a terrible design. I mean, it just didn't work.
I didn't know about the design. Yeah, that's what I was confused about on that. Like, what were we trying to do? Were we trying to set up like a throwback on the backside, and he had Washington in the flat quick, and he didn't see him seem hot? I don't know. But, to be honest, look, also Omega Blake, I think he dropped a back shoulder throw, hit him right in the got to make that play there in the third. But I guess if Bobby could call the game the first, second, and fourth quarter, be one of the best play callers in the country. I mean, we have struggled in the third quarter this year. That is the one thing. But we did win the third down, 7 for 13. Yeah. Held them to 2 for 9. When has the defense done that this year?
Yeah.
I mean, they held them under their average points per game. They put up 41 on Georgia. They got like 3 or 4 stops in a row. And
Arkansas left a lot of points out there tonight.
Yeah, they did. Then they hit that lull, and that cost them the game. But it's tough. The Braylon Russell fumble might have been the biggest one in the game.
Yeah.
He hadn't put the ball on the ground yet, but that one right there, I think, really hurt him. But great job, Baum. Good effort. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, that fumble's kind of you can kind of take that fumble just because it was a hard hit, but yeah, the timing was bad, and then obviously Talon, too many times he's getting hit from behind, dropping the ball. I mean, that's not his fault, but at the same time, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where it feels like you beat yourself a lot tonight, and like I said earlier, just left a lot of points out there, and really, Tennessee didn't turn. I don't think they turned the ball over one time. And I mean, you just would like to see your defense. They played a lot better tonight, but I think there was a couple opportunities to intercept it, and just it didn't fall your way. We have also got, let's see, James in Fayetteville who wants to get on with us. You there, James?
Hey, yeah. Hey guys, how's it going tonight?
Not too bad.
Yeah. So I'll go against the grain. I think I like the fact that Petrino went for it on 4th down instead of kicking that field goal, because it showed aggression. Mm-hmm. It showed like a strong mentality. Our offense is great. I'm going to trust my offense. I'm going to trust my quarterback. And I really believe that he can do this. And granted, I bet Talon could have done it. It just, the chips didn't fall, in our favor for that. But I liked the play call. It's something that I think we've been missing, having an aggressive approach to fourth downs in that sense. So I hope Petrino doesn't feel too bad about that, but I think that was smart. It just didn't go our way. I hate that we fumbled it, 3 times, 4 times, and we got one back. But, I hate that. I don't know how they're going to, work on ball security, but like what Matt was saying earlier in the show, like that is the baby. Like you got to protect the football at all costs. So I don't know how they really fixed that, maybe running some Oklahoma drills or something, really just getting back to that. But I think Kalen played a decent game. Offensive line blocked for him good at times, but also didn't block for him good in a lot of ways. Our run game, though, was strong. Man, shout out to Mike Washington. Like, that guy, he can run the ball. He has got to be our best ball carrier that we've had in a couple years. And I know we had Rocket, for a few years, but Mike Washington is just a workhorse. So shout out to him. Shout out to Coach Petrino for calling a really great game. Love seeing him on the sideline. Love seeing him get up in the face of some refs. That just brought back so many fond memories, from years ago, him chewing out a ref. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good rest of your night. Bye.
Yeah, like I said, that was a fine decision by me because, you want to go take the lead there. You don't really want to tie a team like Tennessee. Just the way the game was going, you wanted to get the edge. It just didn't happen there. And the play call, I don't know what was the call there, but a lot of things you can point to in this game. The thing with me, Matt, is I think maybe our identity is as bad as it is we're going to turn the ball over sometimes. But you'd like to force some, to kind of, counter that a little bit. But it's hard to win when you fumble it 3 times and you don't force any turnovers. I mean, and you've been saying that all week.
Well, Mike Washington played his tail off. There's no question about that. You have to, after watching that game, I mean, we left some out there. So if you're a Razorback fan, that Tennessee team's a real team, and we kind of beat it. We keep getting in our own way a little bit. I thought the defense played it inspired. Man, they got some stops when we needed some stops. It was you don't have to hold your head down after that. We gave 100% effort and gave it our best. It just didn't work out. Keep your head up, and you get A&M here in about 6 days.
Want to hear more of your thoughts? 877-377-6963. It's Hog Reaction, brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback, Sawyer Sunrooms, and Bud Light. We're going to get more into this game and talk about some of the other action across the country. It was a pretty big day in college football. Some pretty, surprising scores, at least in the Indiana-Oregon game. We're going to talk a little bit about that and more on Hog Reaction.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, Sawyers, and by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home, quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Equipment down? Got a leak? Lost pressure? Don't let hydraulic problems slow you down. At Central Hydraulics in Fort Smith, we've got the power to keep you moving. From hoses and fittings to full system repairs, our expert team delivers top quality service fast. Central Hydraulics specializes in hydraulic pumps, cylinders, and custom-built solutions, so you can get back to work. Heavy machinery, farming equipment, construction rigs, if it runs on hydraulics, we've got you covered. Visit Central Hydraulics today or call 479-646-0471 for fast, reliable service.
Family owned and operated since 1950, Crabtree RV Center is proud to have served the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas for 75 amazing years. From a small dealership on Midland Boulevard in Fort Smith to 17 acres located at the junction of I-40 and I-49 in Alma, Arkansas, Crabtree RV Center is your one-stop shop for sales, service, and parts. Come celebrate 75 years with us and take advantage of spectacular savings all year long. Crabtree RV Center, making your family's dreams come true for over 70 years.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Colorworks Paint and Body in Barling offers professional automotive painting, bodywork, and fabrication that is unsurpassed in talent and dedication. Owner Andy Harrod uses the latest in collision repair technology to ensure all damage is addressed, whether it's visible or hidden, and works with all insurance companies. Andy and his crew have the experience and commitment to give you complete trust in the repair of your vehicle, no matter the size of the job. Colorworks is located at 1206 4th Street in Barling, across from Dollar General, and is on Facebook, where you can check out their work.
Are you an angler having trouble finding all the bait, tackle, and more for your fishing needs? Make a Wake Bait and Tackle, now located in Fort Smith next to Witts Marine on North 11th Street, is your place. Make a Wake Bait and Tackle also has the largest selection of plastics in the River Valley. Reactor Innovation, Bobby Garland, Zoom, Mega Bass, and more. Check out the Daiwa Rod and Reels. Make a Wake Bait and Tackle, 803 North 11th Street in Fort Smith, 479-926-9320. Also get your rod and reels repaired. Come see us next to Witts Marine at Make a Wake Bait and Tackle.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Call Ted McAvoy in Van Buren.
The tires on your vehicle go round and round, but when they don't, go to Van Alma Tire. They have tires in their name. That's their specialty. Van Alma Tire is all about tires. They have all the name brands and private labels available for you and in stock. So when it comes to getting tires for your ride, it's worth the drive. And financing is available. Ask for details. Whatever your tire need, check out Van Alma Tires on Highway 64 between Van Buren and Alma. Ready to get you rolling on new tires at Van Alma Tire.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Arkansas Athletics. Also presented by Sawyer's, sunrooms, patio covers, pergolas, driveways, and windows, including decorative concrete. And by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Green gets the snap. Gonna run the option left at the 5. Kalen, end zone, touchdown, Arkansas.
Don't miss Hog Reaction after every football game. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
What's best for the state is for the football team to win.
This is Hog Reaction.
We knew from the get-go, we knew the first 8 that we're going to run. We did a great job watching film throughout the week and knew as though and felt as though that we can get off on those plays, those first 8 plays that we were in, and we did. Keep our heads up. That was the main thing. Like, just keep our heads up. We still got another quarter to play. We still have time that's left on the clock, and that was like the main thing. Like, we didn't, just because we fell behind, 17, we didn't give up. I mean, definitely. Unfortunately, we came out with the loss, but we played a decent game. Like, if we're able to eliminate the turnover, we're able to finish off 4 quarters. Like I said, the outcome would have been different. So going into next week, that's what we'll emphasize for sure.
That was Mike Washington after his big game. As I mentioned earlier, 19 carries, 135 yards. And that was him talking a little bit about, how they got off to such a fast start. That first drive drove it right down the field. And, they got down 17 and they never really wavered. And that's good to hear. There was no quit in this team tonight. And also talked about just cleaning up some of the mistakes, the turnovers and whatnot, just before next week against Texas A&M, because they can really score as well, Matt. And you were talking about Mike Washington before we went to break, and seems like he's a little more vocal, and I've noticed that. I noticed that with the players in their post game, they were just more upbeat and positive, and to me that reflects the coach.
Well, if you his vision has been really well. He has a quick burst. If you're an offensive lineman and you can get a tie, Mike Washington's going to break an arm tackle. I mean, the dude has patience at times. I love his running style. He just needs a little bit of room. and he's got a little turbo step to him, and he can hit that hole.
All right, let's go to Roger in Paris. Roger, what's up, man?
Hey, Matt, are you there?
Yo.
Hey, Matt, would you let Phil and Bo know that we lost today and we got 6 more losses coming in the future?
Come on. I mean, what did you see out of the game tonight? Did you see any improvement?
Seen improvement, same players. They're going to lose.
Yeah.
Same song and dance. You know.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Roger. Roger, a little bit negative there, but if there's anything to be negative about, honestly, and we've beat it like a dead horse, it's the turnovers. But I mean, he might be right that there may not be another win on this schedule, but I think there will be opportunities for this team to turn the corner. And you would have to think, Matt, at some point these close games, and you know, if you get a couple defensive stops and critical moments, that the offense is eventually going to break through, and surely, you know, you're going to have a game where everything kind of goes your way. And there's teams on the schedule that's very beatable. I think Mississippi State is one of them, and I think Auburn is one of them, but that remains to be seen. And Texas A&M as well. LSU's not really tearing it up offensively, but your defense has a problem creating turnovers. So what I think, Matt, is the defense will get even better as the year goes on. And I think you'll see maybe some turnovers as a result of that, guys being in better position to make plays. And I think there's a possibility for a couple more wins.
You know, the defense played better tonight. I thought it was one of their better games. Anytime you got Taylor Green on your team and he's your quarterback, you got a chance. I mean, he's fun to watch at times. He makes people miss. He can break a run. Mm-hmm. If you don't account for him on third down, he can use his legs. I was impressed. He got hit. Taylor got hit a couple times, and he kept getting back up and kept fighting. Man, you got what a quarterback the Hogs have right now.
Let's hear a little bit more from Bobby Petrino on the run game. That was really a big reason for the success on offense tonight.
That was really the plan coming in, is to let's establish the run. Let's try to make sure we're patient, keep the ball on the ground, and try to keep the possessions away from them. We did it the first half. They made some good adjustments in the second. Really loaded box. The good thing is we were able to come back and throw the ball and had a chance to get back in it.
Yeah, you knew this Tennessee defense would give up some yards going into it, and they sure did. And you knew the Arkansas defense would give up some yards. We knew that this defense wasn't going to all of a sudden become some juggernaut, just flying to the football, getting tackles for loss. Well, they did get a couple of those, getting a bunch of sacks. That was one thing that you would have liked to see tonight, Matt, was a sack or two, and maybe that would have led to a fumble. But Tennessee did a good job getting the ball out quick. And somebody made a point, Arkansas with the way that they give up sacks sometimes, is it just as simple as like having quicker plays, like getting it out of Taylor's hand, or is that something that the defense can adjust to? Is that something that's a lot easier said than done?
Yeah, man, those kids are on scholarship, no question about it. The Hogs had 29 first downs. Tennessee had 22.
Wow.
The Hogs were doing what they wanted to on offense. You gotta finish some drives. Gotta hold on to the ball. I mean, just kind of got to get out of your own way a little bit. And if you're a Hog fan, it's easy to see there's talent. I mean, there's talent up and down the roster and on the field, and just kind of quit making some mistakes and give yourself a chance.
That Bishop guy for Tennessee really had a good game, 146
Tennessee's good, man.
Yeah.
That's a team. They're going to be in the playoffs. I'm telling you, Tennessee and Texas A&M are the two best teams on the Arkansas schedule this year, and we just went toe to toe.
Yeah.
And then we get one more next week. I think A&M's just as good as any team in the country.
Yeah, and they're in a battle right now with Florida. I think it was 24-14 last I checked. And Matt, to touch on some of these other games across the country, I mean, 30-20. Indiana gets the win at Oregon. They went to Alton Stadium and got the win.
That's
Is Indiana
win like ever?
Well, yeah, if they can do that, I mean, they've got as good of a shot as anybody to.
Oregon's a little Oregon. You know, you just saw what happened to Penn State. Or I mean, it's tough. All that traveling they're doing. Oregon has some talent. Man, they're believing there in Indiana.
Yeah, LSU up at halftime 10-7 over South Carolina. Michigan is getting beat 21-7 by USC. That one's in the third, and it's 10-3 Auburn over Georgia at halftime. Now, we knew this is usually a kind of a low-scoring game, but Georgia only mustering 3 points at the half. Man, I tell you what, offensively, Georgia is going to have to step up if they want to be a title contender, but their defense obviously is doing okay. Held them to 10, Auburn to 10 points in the first half. Texas A&M up 24-17, and Iowa giving Wisconsin all they want, 37-0 in the fourth quarter. Texas Tech a little bit of a challenge against Kansas, 21-17 in the third. So some interesting scores right now, and there's some games still left to be played, and we'll get into some of the more exciting finishes as well. You had Kansas State beating TCU. A lot of people probably didn't see that one coming, myself included. All right, we're going to take another break here, and we definitely want to hear from the fans about the game tonight. And looking forward, are you more optimistic about this team? Is it on to basketball? So it may have already been that way for some of you out there. Definitely want to hear your thoughts. 877-377-6963. It's Hog Reaction. Christian Johnston and Matt Jones. We're brought to you by the Stadium Shop on Razorback, Sawyer's Sunrooms, and Bud Light. We're going to hear a little bit more from Petrino and his thoughts after the game. We've got something from Dix on the defensive performance tonight. So stay with us. It's Hog Reaction here on ESPN Arkansas.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, Sawyer's, and by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hog fans, this is Robert.
And this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth, and we want to introduce the newest member to the Mann family, Raleigh.
Hello, 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 and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Raleigh, you're not really new to the family or the Stadium Shop.
Yeah, I've been around a few years, and I can say it's awesome to be a part of the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store in Arkansas.
You mean the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole.
And thank goodness we are the largest, because we've been receiving so much new stuff lately, like the new Nike jerseys and sideline apparel, as well as your favorite brands like Champion, Tommy Bahama, and Cutter and Buck, and just way too much stuff to mention here.
Hey, Raleigh, what state's famous for their small drinks?
Raleigh don't.
Matt, I gotta try. What state is famous for the smallest drinks?
Minnesota.
See, I told you.
Yeah, his dad jokes are so legendary.
Anyway, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road next time you're in Fayetteville.
Or call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or shop the Googleator Facegram interweb page.
Dad, it's called a website, and it's shoponrazorback.com. Folks, it just does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird Real Estate Group has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at limbirdteam.com. LIMBIRD.
How could I possibly be expected to handle work on a day like this? Take a day off and check out the certified pre-owned rides at Rath Auto Resources. All this month, take advantage of huge discounts on our road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. So choice. I highly recommend picking one up. Life moves pretty fast, so stop and look around at Rath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, rathautofortsmith.com. You're still here? The ad's over.
At Wave Rural Connect, our mission is to improve the quality of life in our communities. Across the River Valley of Arkansas and Oklahoma, residents and businesses are experiencing the difference of our high-speed internet. Wave Rural Connect Internet provides a reliable residential connection for streaming, gaming, remote work, and homeschooling. Our business solutions provide the speed, stability, and security that you need, whether you're a mom-and-pop flower shop or large business. Check availability online at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 833-492-8372.
Presented by Sharp Equipment. You're invited to an open house hosted by Sharp Equipment, and it's 100% free. On Friday, October 24th from 11 to 1 p.m., they're throwing an open house party to showcase their new facility and services for their amazing customers and community. So come hungry, bring your friends, and get ready for good eats, giveaways, and an opportunity to donate to support the community holiday dinners. Chambers Bank will be grilling out, and they will be there live. They'd love for you to join them at Sharp Equipment, 3918 Pointer Trail East in Van Buren, on Friday, October 24th from 11 to 1.
Here's to you and yours from the friendly folks at In Good Spirits, your upscale liquor store in Fort Smith. At In Good Spirits, they've got what your taste buds are craving, including flavorful wines from around the world, scrumptious brandies and liqueurs, tempting whiskeys and beers, and fine cigars. Treat yourself to the best as you listen to the game. Check out In Good Spirits, 12100 Highway 71 South, across from Riley Farms in Fort Smith.
Archery deer season is here, and Infinity Sports and Outdoors has all your archery needs and more. Infinity Sports has top compound bows from Hoyt, PSC, Prime, Darton, Bear, and Elite Plus crossbows from 10 Point, Wicked Ridge, Barnett, and Killer Instinct, all tuned and ready to shoot. Expert bow techs with years of experience are on site to get you dialed in and ready to hunt. Infinity Sports and Outdoors, 3700 Highway 71 North in Alma.
We all plan to be on time, but fender bending, damaged windshield, and slick road quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Colorworks Paint and Body in Barling offers professional automotive painting, bodywork, and fabrication that is unsurpassed in talent and dedication. Owner Andy Harrod uses the latest in collision repair technology to ensure all damage is addressed, whether it's visible or hidden, and works with all insurance companies. Andy and his crew have the experience and commitment to give you complete trust in the repair of your vehicle, no matter the size of the job. Colorworks is located at 1206 4th Street in Barling, across from Dollar General, and is on Facebook, where you can check out their work.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Arkansas Athletics. Also presented by Sawyer's, sunrooms, patio covers, pergolas, driveways, and windows, including decorative concrete. And by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Green gets the snap. Gonna run the option left at the 5. Kalen, end zone, touchdown, Arkansas!
Don't miss Hog Reaction after every football game. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
What's best for the state is for the football team to win.
This is Hog Reaction.
You know, these guys really care. They're really good kids. They're young men, or, you know, I still call them kids, but they really cared. They really believed in each other. They rallied around each other, and I was happy to see their toughness.
You did see some toughness tonight, and rally is a good word. It kind of felt like this was a rally the troops type of game. You know, you had 2 weeks to kind of get everything calmed down a little bit after that Notre Dame loss. And really, that's what we saw was a team that seemed like they were together, and not that the team wasn't together at the beginning of the year. It seemed like the team was together, but you lose a game like you did to Memphis, and then you kind of have a let go of the rope type game against Notre Dame. It's good to have a game like this. You hope that this kind of gives the team confidence. Like, hey, we can hang with good teams and we can beat good teams if we just got to do the little things right. Just hanging on to the football, really. And to me, as important as that is, that can really turn the tide in a lot of games. So, yeah, I mean, Matt, if
What'd they say's up with Braylon Russell? Is he okay?
Did he get hurt on that fumble?
I didn't know if he had a concussion or whatever. I mean, our running game, Taylor Green was the best athlete out there. Mike Washington doing his thing, and then I thought Braylon was going to have 100 yards as well. That's why I was just wondering if they had a report back.
Yeah, I'll try to get some info on that. But a guy that had a good game on the defense, Steven Dix. I think he had like 11 tackles.
Yeah, he was flying around.
Yeah, good to see from him. And here's what he said, just kind of on the mentality of the defense.
Man, one thing about it, like, dude, you put us on the field, we're there to stop, like, the offense. Like, that's what it is. No matter if they fumbling on the 1 yard line, take it all the way down, kick field, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if they call us out to go on the field, we're going out there to play defense. That's it. So when we went out there and we executed, we looked at each other like, yo, we playing ball, man. Like, we playing defense. Like, keep them out. You know what I'm saying? So when we went out there and we took that field, like, that was the mentality. Just go out there and get a stop, get them back the ball. It's all good. Like, they mess us sometimes, we mess us sometimes. We got to back each other up, offensive, defense.
Kind of refreshing to hear that, Matt. Just kind of resembles some fire. Kind of what you want to hear from your linebacker.
I love it. I love it that he's one of the leaders on that defense. He definitely played like it this afternoon, and they're not going to get any easier. You got Colin Klein and Marcel Reed and that A&M team coming next Saturday. So you got to get back into it, get in the treatment room, make sure your body's right, because that'll be another 4 quarters. That'll be tough on you, and get in the film room, study up, and be ready to go.
All right, we got Russell from Fayetteville wanting to give his thoughts on the game. Hey, Russell.
Yeah, it's more of it's kind of in general. The defense, everybody said the defense is going to be bad all year long before the season even started. And then the offense is so great. And the first 2 games, of course, it's playing, basically high-grade high school teams. And, yeah, the offense looked great and everything else. And defense got a little bit of motivation going and, a little bit of self-confidence going. Then in the Ole Miss and Memphis games, they were in the game, and it was the offense that turned the ball over at the end of the game on both games, I do believe. And, yeah, they let go of the rope in the Notre Dame game, but, after 2 games of being in the game at the last minute, basically, and then the offense kind of not fulfilling their great status.
Yeah.
In a way, I kind of don't blame them. What do y'all say?
Matt, I kind of agree with him. The offense has a little bit to do with the way the defense plays. I don't know if that should be the case or not, but it kind of does. And when you see the offense turning the ball over, not that they were in the game all game. Like they were obviously within striking distance, but it gets a little, my point is the offense could play a lot better that way that, the defense is doing in a lot of these games, like he just said, they did what they're supposed to do, or they played well enough, but the offense.
I bet if you go back and look at SEC records over the last 50 years, let's say 1992, since Arkansas got into the SEC, there's never been a road team go somewhere and have 3 turnovers and win the game. I mean, you don't go on the road and turn the ball over 3, and the other team turn it over 0. Tennessee had 0, so that's never happened. And the fact that we were able to hang in there by 3, man, they were playing their tails off.
It's kind of hard to get to be, no matter how many points the offense scores, it's kind of hard to say they had a great game when they're turning the ball over 3 times. Like,
got to get out of your way. That's it, man. The 3 turnovers. It's like I said. It's never happened. A teams went and turned the ball over 3 times, and the home team had 0 and ended up losing the game. I mean, you're not going to win a game. You got to get out of your way.
And the thing is the other team doesn't turn. It's like you don't see the other team turning the ball over. I mean, that's a characteristic of a good team. and they do the small things well. And Arkansas is not a good team until they can hold on to the football. They're not a good team. They may get by with it in a game or two and just score a bunch of points, get a big lead or whatever it is. But in a close game on the road, just can't do it. I mean, and it's just kind of depressing to see the same thing happening every week. But if you're able to hang on to the ball, things may have been a little bit different. We still want to hear your thoughts. 877-377. Wait, are you still there? Let's see if the caller's still on. Oh, no, he's off the line. Yeah, and Matt, we were talking about some games earlier across the country. We've kind of mentioned Arkansas improving. There were definitely some scores across the country that kind of made you go, wow. And one of those we talked about Indiana and Oregon, some finals earlier today. Texas pretty much stifled that Oklahoma offense, held them to 6 points, and Mateer did play the whole game. Now, probably wasn't 100%, but did that shock you to see Texas win in that dominating fashion?
When you have a rivalry game, and you have both those teams have so much talent, and with Oklahoma being kind of a defensive team, it was if they played 10 times, I think that they would probably split it down the middle. Both those teams are tough. Both of those teams got a lot of talent. Texas kind of did what they had to do to keep their playoff hopes alive. And then, Oklahoma, I think if you're in the SEC and you find a way to win 10 games, I think you make the college football playoff.
And really, Ole Miss squeaking out a win 24-21 over Washington State. Did you see that coming?
Ole Miss got a lot of talent. It's hard to be up every week. These kids, for whatever reason, everything's kind of emotional, and sometimes it's easy to kind of overlook. Ole Miss still has a handful of games that are going to be tough left. If Ole Miss makes it to 10 games, 10 wins, they earned it.
Yeah, they got Georgia next week, so that'll.
Their eyes were on that Georgia Bulldog, I think.
Yep, and we got Ohio State winning big 34-16 over Illinois, who's a really, really improved program. Alabama getting a win on the road at Missouri 27-24. So that was a real good game. And Florida State is reeling a little bit. They lost at home to Pittsburgh 34-31. And has UCLA found something? Is it Schottenheimer, the new OC over there? They got a win. Neuheisel, yeah. Schottenheimer is the Cowboys.
Both of them are good. Yeah.
They got a 38-13 win over Michigan State today at Michigan State.
The Tom Izzos, man, the fighting Tom Izzos just couldn't get it done. I didn't know Michigan State still had a football program.
Yeah, and then a pretty big matchup yesterday. South Florida winning 63-36. We want to hear more of your thoughts. We've kind of talked about the game and just the defensive performance was definitely better, but it seems like when the defense is playing better, the offense takes a step back. Second half, pretty much for the most part, was not much better from a scoring standpoint. Yes, you got some points late when you were down 17, and the Tennessee defense was kind of playing soft a little bit to try to milk some clock, but definitely going to have a 4-quarter game from the offense at some point this season if you expect to beat a good team. And even if you turn the ball over a couple times, you've got to keep scoring. I mean, just offensive line, I guess you could say, has improved this year, but it just seems like when one problem is fixed, another arises. And fumbles were a problem last year, no doubt about it. And still kind of the story so far this year. It's Hog Reaction, Christian Johnston and Matt Jones after Arkansas's 34-31 loss on the road at Tennessee. They've got the Texas A&M Aggies coming into town to Fayetteville on Saturday, and that's about a 2:30, I think a 2:30 kickoff time. So still a lot of season left. That would be huge win if you can get it. That game's typically a pretty close game. I know A&M's got a lot of firepower, but, A&M doesn't have the best defense in the world either, Matt. So there's going to be some opportunity next week for Arkansas, the offense, to score some points. But we know that A&M defensive line is usually pretty good, so that's going to be a challenge for the Razorbacks.
Oh, it's scary. It's A&M. You look at a common opponent that they have so far this year. A&M played Notre Dame. We played Notre Dame. It's not a.
Went on the road and beat the Irish, so it's going to take a 4-quarter game. Almost a perfect. You got to almost play perfect at this point with the way the defense is playing. They're going to give up points. They're not going to force many turnovers, and the offense. And we said that going into the season, we said it. The offense is going to have to outscore people. I guess we didn't really take into account the turnovers because the turnovers have definitely hurt the team this year. 877-377-6963 is our number. If you want to get in, you can text us as well. I need to do better about reading the text. That's something I haven't really done in this show.
We'll get that to the next segment.
Yeah, next segment we'll get to your text. So stay with us. It's Hog Reaction, Christian Johnston and Matt Jones.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, Sawyer's, and by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyer's. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023, Anheuser-Busch, Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let me grab my car keys and we'll roll.
We still going to that new bar downtown?
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. Lexi, give me driving directions from home to downtown bar district.
Autocorrect. Suggest Uber. Pick up, home. Drop off downtown bar district.
No, I'm driving.
Suggest the Metro bus. Departing in 12 minutes.
Point taken, Lexi. We'll grab a ride.
If you drink, don't drive. Decide to ride. Brought to you in partnership by Anheuser-Busch, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and Uber.
Want pavement protection that goes the distance? Seal-Tite of Oklahoma now offers Rhino-Tite Premium Asphalt Emulsified Sealant, the next level in driveway and parking lot care. Healthier for the environment, Rhino-Tite delivers superior defense against weather, UV rays, and wear and tear. With its high solids content, you'll get a smoother, stronger, longer-lasting driving surface. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a contractor buying in bulk, Seal-Tite has the products and support you need. Visit SealTiteOklahoma.com today and protect your pavement with Rhino-Tite.
When electrical needs pop up, don't get left in the dark. Call the local team that's trusted on and off the field. Harrison Electric. That's who homeowners and local businesses choose. Harrison Electric. Honest, dependable, and they leave no mess behind. From quick fixes to major upgrades, Harrison Electric is your go-to for all your electrical projects. Don't sit on the sideline with electrical problems. Get back in the game with the pros you can count on. Harrison Electric. Honest, quick, trusted. 652-3077.
Summer is finally here, and so are the road trips that you've had planned. That's why it's time to visit us at Southern Tire Mart. Southern Tire Mart's expert service, competitive pricing, and top quality tires will ensure your vehicle is ready for all your summer adventures. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let us ensure your vehicle is prepared for the summer. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. Southern Tire Mart. We keep America rolling.
Crisp air, colorful leaves, and the perfect season to get moving. It's fall at True Grit Running Company. Whether you're hitting the trails, walking the neighborhood, or cheering from the sidelines, we've got the shoes, apparel, and accessories to keep you comfy and supported. From cozy layers to top brands like Hoka, Brooks, and OOFOS, fall into your new favorites today. Stop by True Grit Running Company on Riders Avenue in Fort Smith, right behind Chick-fil-A. This autumn, let your journey start with True Grit.
When Second's making a play, Short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle.
You need to play with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right cover. It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
When you need tough and paint just isn't enough, check out River City Coatings in Van Buren. When it comes to your metals, paint can peel and crack over time. Whether it's your patio furniture, rims or trims on your automobile, or heavy equipment, no one has time for a redo. Powder coating provides the toughness you need. Preserve your investment with powder coating from River City Coatings. River City Coatings, certified John Deere, Caterpillar, ISO 9001, Packer, and UL provider of tough. River City Coatings, 471-7675 or online at rivercitycoatings.com.
Fall is here and so are the savings at Lewis Automotive Group. It's the fall kickoff event, your chance to upgrade with falling prices and unforgettable deals. From special financing to a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, we make the process fast, easy, and stress-free. Plus the Lewis Guarantee, where you get double the factory warranty. Visit Lewis Automotive Group in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale today and drive in the fall with a deal you won't forget.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Arkansas Athletics. Also presented by Sawyer's, sunrooms, patio covers, pergolas, driveways, and windows, including decorative concrete. And by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Green gets the snap. Gonna run the option left at the 5. Kalen, end zone, touchdown, Arkansas.
Don't miss Hog Reaction after every football game. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
What's best for the state is for the football team to win.
This is Hog Reaction.
Yeah, I thought they really played hard and physical, and I liked the way we fought. I thought that they really believed we would find a way to come back and win it. It was good to see the defense make some stops, get off the field, and in critical situations give us a chance to go score and win the ball. We made some mistakes, ended up costing us. I know I should have kicked the field goal. That ended up costing us. And we had some critical turnovers that really hurt. But the kids really showed a lot of character and toughness, and I was proud of that.
Hearing some more thoughts from Bobby Petrino. Kind of the text line is kind of echoing what Bobby said there. A lot of positivity. Chris from Springdale thinks we'll have a breakthrough at home, and that's one thing I want to see Arkansas do is play better at home. Matt, I mean we know on the road they kind of bring it, but I'd like to see next week Arkansas play with the same fire, even if they come up short. I mean,
we got A&M, Auburn, and then Mississippi State, all three at home.
Yeah, we got 3 straight home games. And
what do you think we can go 2-1? I mean, if you find a way to go 2-1, that gives you a little hope. You go 2-1 in the last 3. Texas is tough, LSU's tough, and Missouri. I mean, that's those 3 tough finding a way, but give you something going into that bye week.
Yeah, I mean, what I saw today gives me a little bit of hope because Auburn's offense isn't gonna light you up, but their defense is kind of where they hang their hat. And Arkansas's played some pretty decent defenses, I guess, this year. Notre Dame probably being the best defense they faced, and they didn't really do a whole lot against the Irish, but Tennessee's not a terrible defense. I mean, and Arkansas was able to pretty much do what they wanted aside from the turnovers. Auburn and Texas A&M is going to have a good defensive line. They're going to bring pressure. To me, that's the key with Arkansas is Taylor Green can outrun some defensive backs and some DNs sometimes and make plays happen. But more times than not, when guys are getting through, it's not gonna end well, and that's really the difference tonight is they were getting pressure and Arkansas wasn't, and we didn't really force them to make any to fumble or make any mistakes. We got Jack from Greenwood. He asks, what positions do you think the most money available for next year to be spent on? Also, can programs put together a wish list for players that they want to hire? I'll kind of answer that first question. I'm not totally sure about the second one. Yeah, I mean, defensive line, man, has got to be better. I think, Matt, if you expect to win games next year or any year, I mean, you've got to have a pretty good defensive line. I know they're not easy to put together, and we're kind of getting way ahead of ourselves here looking into next year, but just, if you're able to get some players, NIL, getting some money flowing next year, no matter, you're going to have a new coach next year. If they're able to bring in some money, defensive line is huge, is critically important. So are the D-backs, but to me, that's the first thing you got to focus on is the defensive line. You got to get pressure, and really, all year, Arkansas hasn't gotten pressure on the quarterback all year, no matter who they've played. Maybe Alabama A&M, but like you said, Matt, who cares about the first 2 games of the season? Those games don't count.
Tennessee's a really, really good team, and we went toe-to-toe. We took a group of guys up there, and they fought hard. And, yeah, you got to quit turning the ball over, and you got to try to find a way to hit the other team's quarterback, no question about it. But man, we played a clean game, only 1 penalty.
Yeah, that was crazy.
29 first downs. I thought it was one of their best efforts of the season.
and it's funny, fans are crazy. They say everything, but Tennessee fans actually think Arkansas paid the refs, or they want to say that we cheated because we got all the calls and they didn't, which is hilarious to me because Arkansas never gets the calls. Didn't really matter, did it? Because Tennessee got the win, so I wouldn't really focus on that too much if I was a Tennessee fan. We've got Big Mike in Waldron on the line. Mike, what's up, man? Well, we had Big Mike, but I guess he decided to get off with us. Matt, so you've got Texas A&M coming up next week. It's time to turn the page a little bit. We know what their quarterback brings. He's a tough one to corral. He's fast. He can beat you with his legs. He's pretty good. Texas A&M has got talent all over the field. Next week is not going to be any easier for this defense to get stops. Do you think the crowd can maybe play a factor next week a little bit? With it being a 2:30 kick, I expect it to be a pretty big crowd with it being Texas A&M. That's a pretty big opponent coming in. Yeah, I mean, I can see Arkansas hanging with Texas A&M, but one thing I know for sure is you've got to hang on to the football.
Man, what an opportunity! You get to play A&M, who's a top 10 team in the league right now, and you get them at home. You get to come back and play in front of your fans. What an opportunity! Go out there. You're still trying to get to a bowl game until mathematically you can't get to 6. Let's keep on going. That's kind of the goal, is to at least get to 6, and until they tell you that you can't play any more games, that's what you're trying to do, and you get another opportunity this Saturday.
Somebody said the University of Almost, and maybe you have a point. We've had some almost wins this year. Got to find a way to get those close wins and turn those into close losses and turn those into wins. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I think Bobby Petrino really did about the best he could as far as getting the offense and the defense ready for this task tonight against the Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee, for the most part, they didn't really take the top off the defense like we usually see out of them. They had some big plays, but not many. They didn't have any 70-yard bombs or anything like that, which is good. You want to make the other team drive a little bit. But yeah, I mean, if you would have told me going into this game Arkansas would have 1 penalty and they would have more first downs and they would rush they would run the ball as well as they did, I would be like, okay, Arkansas is going to win. But if you look at the fumbles, 3 fumbles to Tennessee's 0, that can kind of flip things in the other way, and that's what happened tonight. But a lot of people are just impressed with the way the team fought. And, you know, really, as long as you know the team is fighting and trying, it's hard to get too mad at it or too upset about a loss, especially on the road. It was just an overall pretty good performance, and you got to turn the page. And like I said earlier, you may have already given up on this team for the rest of this season, but if you're going to watch the team, you want to see a better product each week, and I think you're going to see the same amount of effort. I don't think this team is going to let go of the rope in any game this year. I think they're going to fight until the very end, and the offense, you know, I think they're going to take a few more steps forward. You'd like to think the turnovers would kind of subside a little bit this year. Matt, did you catch any other games today?
Man, I'm watching the Cubs Brewers right now.
3-1.
And homie just hit one deep. Brew Crew up 3-1 right now. No, I watched the Hogs play. I watched a little bit of this. Spain was playing Georgia in a European qualifier. Nobody really cares about soccer, but I watched a little soccer, and then I watched the Hog game. Man, I really don't watch a whole lot of other college football, but I've been having this while we're doing this show. Been watching the Cubs and the Brewers play. Man, they're in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Brewers trying to, if they get one more, that might be enough.
Yeah, my Cubbies, it's not looking too good. They got 2 more innings to kind of put together something, but
they got 6 more outs. Yep.
Kind of proud of them this year. Just Brewers are a really good team, but I don't see anybody beating the Dodgers. It's probably be the Dodgers and maybe the Blue Jays, the way the Blue Jays are playing. And guys, there's some interesting games going on right now. Auburn and Georgia is tied at 10. That's going to go down to the wire, and Texas Tech is pulled away from Kansas a little bit. LSU up 17-10 over South Carolina in the 3rd quarter. And we mentioned, for those who do not know, Indiana is now 6-0. They got a big win on the road at Oregon, 30-20, and in the Red River rivalry, or the Red River shootout, whatever you want to call it, Texas with the big bounce back win after their loss to Florida last week, and they beat the Sooners 23-6. And Colorado got a pretty big win at home against Iowa State. So some interesting games. Got NFL tomorrow, Matt. Is there any NFL games? Hey, the good news for me is at least my what is it? Our pick'em is I'm still alive in the pick'em.
Nice.
Our halftime. Tennessee did get the win. I was hoping that I wouldn't be, though. I was hoping that I would be done, but Tennessee got the win, and then got some NFL games tomorrow. Of course, the MLB playoffs is going on right now. Exciting week of high school football as well. We'll get into more. I think we got a couple more segments here. Enough time for you to call in or text in your thoughts. 877-377-6963. Arkansas with a 3-point loss on the road at Tennessee, 34-31.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, Sawyers, and by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Want pavement protection that goes the distance? Seal-Tite of Oklahoma now offers Rhino-Tite Premium Asphalt Emulsified Sealant, the next level in driveway and parking lot care. Healthier for the environment, Rhino-Tite delivers superior defense against weather, UV rays, and wear and tear. With its high solids content, you'll get a smoother, stronger, longer-lasting driving surface. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a contractor buying in bulk, Seal-Tite has the products and support you need. Visit SealTiteOklahoma.com today and protect your pavement with Rhino-Tite.
It's football season, and that means tailgate parties and gathering with friends. River Point Wine and Spirits has all your favorite party supplies. You'll love our clean, organized store full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits.
Grand Avenue and I-540.
Fall is here, and so are the savings at Lewis Automotive Group. It's the fall kickoff event, your chance to upgrade with falling prices and unforgettable deals. From special financing to a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, we make the process fast, easy, and stress-free. Plus the Lewis Guarantee, where you get double the factory warranty. Visit Lewis Automotive Group in Fayetteville, Farmington, or Springdale today and drive in the fall with a deal you won't forget.
When second's making a play, short's got to cover.
A winning insurance strategy doesn't rely on one person.
Good hustle, good hustle. Communicate with your guys and make sure everyone's in the right coverage.
It takes a team that knows its roles well, working together to provide an exceptional experience.
Set the screen. You have to protect yourself. 1, 2, 3.
At Shelter Insurance, you can count on our local agents and award-winning customer service to help you protect what matters most.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
COP CDL Academy is a licensed Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration that provides the federal required training to obtain both Class A and Class B CDL licenses. Our program provides assistance with employment after graduation. We have finance and grant options available. Students straight out of class have started new careers earning $70,000 to $140,000 per year, and training is provided for all 50 states. Call today, 479-632-1050, COP CDL Academy.
Looking for quality metal buildings and roofing? Metal Mart has you covered. From prefabricated metal buildings to custom trim, carports, and more, Metal Mart is your one-stop shop. Contractors and do-it-yourselfers are always welcome, and their experts will help you calculate the materials you need, all at a price you can afford. With locations in Fort Smith, Little Rock, and Jonesboro, or visit metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
Equipment down? Got a leak? Lost pressure? Don't let hydraulic problems slow you down. At Central Hydraulics in Fort Smith, we've got the power to keep you moving. From hoses and fittings to full system repairs, our expert team delivers top quality service fast. Central Hydraulics specializes in hydraulic pumps, cylinders, and custom-built solutions, so you can get back to work. Heavy machinery, farming equipment, construction rigs, if it runs on hydraulics, we've got you covered. Visit Central Hydraulics today or call 479-646-0471 for fast, reliable service.
It's football season, and that means tailgate parties and gathering with friends. River Point Wine and Spirits has all your favorite party supplies. You'll love our clean, organized store full of all the best liquor, wine, and beer. At River Point, we're a family-owned business where customer service is always our priority. Your journey, our spirit. River Point Wine and Spirits, Grand Avenue and I-540.
Less than 2 seconds left on the clock and no timeouts, Peter. I don't know what they're going to do. Down 3 and way out of field goal range. Truly an unlucky state to be in.
This state has plenty of luck. Last year, 8 Arkansans each won $1 million off a lottery ticket.
State as in a state of being, not... Whoa, touchdown Razorbacks. Did you?
This is winning, folks. Every lottery ticket you buy in Arkansas helps fund college scholarships. You could be the next big winner. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Hey Razorback fans, Matt Jones here. We're all experiencing higher prices on just about everything, and that includes sunrooms, patio covers, and windows. If you've gotten an estimate on any of these projects and you were shocked by the price, then you need to call Sawyers. They've been making quality, affordable products for 35 years. They're local, they have 100% financing, and a beautiful showroom with all their products displayed. So give my buddy Buzz a call or check them out, sawyers-sunrooms.com.
You're listening to Hog Reaction, presented by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Arkansas Athletics. Also presented by Sawyers, sunrooms, patio covers, pergolas, driveways, and windows, including decorative concrete. And by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Green gets the snap. Gonna run the option left at the 5. Kalen, end zone, touchdown, Arkansas.
Don't miss Hog Reaction after every football game. Call or text the program at 877-377-6963.
What's best for the state is for the football team to win.
This is Hog Reaction.
All right, last segment here on Hog Reaction. Arkansas falls 34-31. Matt Jones, the legend, is with me here as we break down the game and talk about anything you want to talk about here in this last segment. You still got some time if you want to call in and give your thoughts. Matt, we've talked a lot about, the game itself, but kind of the big topic, at least most of the last couple of weeks, has been who is going to be the next Arkansas coach. And it's still early. You know, for those maybe who want Bobby Petrino to be the coach or whatever the case may be, I think the way the team played tonight definitely didn't hurt his case. But, and we kind of said going into, you know, when he was named interim head coach, and even Hunter said it, you know, it's not just about wins and losses. It's about, you know, is the team fighting? Are they playing hard? And I think they are. But at some point, at least as a fan and just, you know, you want to see some of these close games turn into wins. And I think Bobby knows that, and I think most people know that he's going to have to win a couple games this year at least to really kind of, I don't know that it would solidify anything, but it would at least build his case to be the head coach going forward. And that's what really all you can hope for is the team plays for their head coach. And it seems like they do believe in him and they believe in his message. And it really showed tonight on the field.
Yeah, I mean, the 29 first downs, the 7 of 13 on third down. They went toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the country, and they played a pretty clean game as well. You know, Tennessee had 10 penalties, and Arkansas with the 1.
Yeah,
they were.
That's
crazy. I mean,
crazy.
I thought if you really thought about it, I thought it was their best game they played all year. As far as effort and kind of playing with a little bit of pace about yourself.
Yeah, it's nice to see them play a clean game and do the right things and do enough to win. But like you said, Matt, it really is Arkansas beating themselves in a lot of games, and that's the frustrating part. It's you can't get out of your own way.
Yeah, get in the film room, figure it out a little bit, and there were some plays left out there. That's what you get. You get another opportunity here next week against A&M.
Yeah, a big opportunity, really, and that's what you got to look at. Look at these games as an opportunity to get a big win, big program win, building win. Because let's be honest here. When you fire your head coach, you fire your defensive coordinator, you're kind of resetting. I mean, you're kind of looking for a new identity. And whether that's Petrino, whoever it is, you need something to build off of and tell the recruits next year, you know, who maybe want to come to your school. You just want to have some wins to kind of back up what you're preaching here. And tonight was not a win, but I think it was a step in the right direction. And I've said it several times on the show, I think there are some winnable games. You may look at the schedule and go, well, where are those wins going to come from? And you need to have a point there. But you also probably didn't expect Arkansas to go on the road and only lose by 3 tonight. Some people may have expected that or even expected them to win. But I think tonight just goes to show Arkansas can compete with anybody and play with anybody. It's just the little things that continue to bite them. And I'm sure they will try to fix that going into next week. And I guess we've probably heard from about everybody who's wanting to call in tonight. Appreciate everybody who called in and texted and listened to the show. Hog Reaction. We are always presented by Sawyer Sunrooms, the Stadium Shop on Razorback and Bud Light. And, you know, there's some reasons to be excited about the rest of this season, but I wouldn't blame anybody if they're looking towards basketball as well, because, Matt, basketball is on the horizon. We're not too far.
Let's go Cubs. Cubs are down 1-3.
Oh, they've got 3 more outs. Yeah, I know.
3 more outs.
Just
another
stab in the heart tonight. Yeah, but no, it's all good. We will be okay either way, and I will be pulling for the Dodgers to beat the Brewers next series. All right. I was going to say before, shout out to the Hamburg Lions getting a win over Warren for the first time in 16 years on Friday night. That is one of the highlights of my weekend because not a whole lot else has gone right Cowboys do play the Panthers tomorrow. Maybe they can get a win there. Some good NFL games on the docket tomorrow. So we've got some NFL action to look forward to tomorrow. Matt, it's been a fun show as
Yes,
always.
sir.
Good to hear your thoughts on the game, and we'll break it down more throughout the week on all of our shows. Chuck and Bo, Morning Rush, Halftime, Ruskin and Zach. We want to hear your thoughts as well throughout the week on the game. As always, go Hogs. Fell short tonight, 34-31. It's been Hog Reaction, and myself, Christian Johnston, and Matt Jones bringing it to you. And we'll see you next time.
Presented by Bud Light, Sawyers, and by the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
All right, dude. Work.
Are you an angler having trouble finding all the bait, tackle, and more for your fishing needs? Make a Wake Bait